love the great outdoors and post my skills and fails online to push myself to the test. Scooter night crawlers just may be the worst channel around. At least that's what I've heard from those that have stumbled across a video of mine they found.
Yep. So this is the second time I broke this. This shaft lasted approximately 10 minutes. And then I forgot to lock it into place here. Alright guys, so the first thing we gotta do is remove the head. I know this because I've already done this once. Now I broke it again. Alright, anyways. Alright, we got the 4 screws loosened. Take the top off. I'm just going to we'll break this open. Basically, we're just disconnecting these red and black wires. Hard to do one-handed. I'm not going to go with this one. That one just kind of came out easily. This one's got like a little lock on it. So anyways, I'll take this part. Once that's off, this will slip through there. This will come loose, and then this feeds through that. So pretty simple actually. Loosen up this. I'm gonna slide this little collar off. Slide the collar off. I should test how long this takes, but like last time it took me all freaking day, but like this time I don't think it should actually take that long. Now, gotta loosen this. I think I'll push this through that way because that's broke off down there, and it'll be easier to get this through that this way than it would be this coming through this way. So, if you don't like it, you can stud it. Alright guys, so I just cut through this with the Sawzall. I'm going to slide the shaft off of the wires. Get off of there. Alright. I got one part shaft. 2 parts broken shaft. So for my 100 subscriber, or one of 100 plus subscribers, I will give you your choice of either shaft, autographed if you like. Alright guys, we got it disconnected. I don't think I nicked it. I may have possibly nicked it, but maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead and heat shrink that just in case. There's some caulking on it, but I still have to take the Dremel and get this shaft that's still in here about this deep. I'm gonna have to Dremel that out, so that shouldn't be too hard. I should be able to do it. Just to be safe, I'm going to heat shrink some heat shrink wraps around the wires here in this area, just in case I nicked any of the wires. Now we just need to feed these 2 wires through the shaft and thread this into the motor. After we get it started, we'll get it started, get it tight. Alright, walking this sucker off of here. Alright, there we go, slide it off. No big deal. Put this stuff back together. Now this just slides right through here. This is how easily it slid out after I fixed it, and then it fell into the water and snapped. So I think one of my lucky 100 subscribers is going to get a piece of this. If you want me to autograph it, I will. After we get this fed through here, we'll go ahead and test screw this on here. We'll do it, maybe 3 or 4 clicks until it starts actually screwing in. Then we'll unscrew it, silicone or sealant, whatever you want to call it. Seal it, and do extra, and seal it, and then twist it down, tight as can be. All right. So, all right. Oh boy, my feet look nice and goofy. Need to get those some sun. Get my feet some sun. Oh my gosh, that's weird looking. I didn't do a very good job, but I need to tighten this down into here as far as it'll go, as deep as you can get it in there. Should be able to at least go down to there. I think I'm pretty close to that. I got all this extra silicone on there to help keep it sealed. So I'm pretty much done here. Maybe see if I can get it just maybe a half a twist more. But I'm going to go grab a bite of pizza. Paige made homemade pizza apparently. And I'm gonna go grab me a slice and then come back and finish it. Last time we kind of rednecked it up and we just left the white caulking there. I'm gonna spray paint this because it looks kind of shitty. That looks better. It's just flat black. That's all it is. This right here locks this in place. At the lake, you gotta undo that, and then it kicks it out. Yep. And from now on, when the big motor is going, that's locked in place. No questions asked. All right, so this little mechanism slides over this. So then when it's in place, it locks that shaft into place. Before, when I had my first shaft and it was cracked, it was a pain in the ass to release it. So I started releasing it at the dock, and then it was cracked so it wouldn't come out, slide out at all, because it was just slightly larger than the hole that slides through. So even on rough water, it wouldn't go anywhere. So when I fixed it, I had it locked into place, and I kind of went and loosened it, or broke it loose with that, loosened it, and then pushed it out just past the lock. And then going out on the lake to my spot, I was going like 45 miles an hour, boom, 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 and then just started sliding forward. And when I noticed it, I was trying to cut the speed gradually, but then I saw it coming out real quick, and I slammed on the brake, took off all the gas, and it just slid out, plopped down into the water, and I was still, the momentum still was enough to snap it. And you saw what happened. So now I'm on take 2 of fixing my shaft. Now I got to slide this over that, this into this, and then that over that, the shaft into that, connect those connectors, put the top on, and then test it. Dang it. You would think after this would be in the second time and me not messing it up the first time, I would mess it up the second time. But I did. So I forgot to feed these wires through that hole. So those wires come up through here, through the bottom of that, then they connect. So now I gotta disconnect the connectors and reheat shrink wrap it. Dang it. So I've run into some bumps and bruises. This isn't perfectly straight. Shit. So anyhow, it's as straight as it's gonna frickin' get. So when I was drilling this frickin' hole through here, I nicked the wire, so I put some heat shrink wrap around it. So I like to double stuff up, so I'm gonna double that up, connect these, double these up, and then lock the head back on, and I should be good to let it dry. I should test it. I don't know if I want to test it. So I had connected those together, and then I almost heat shrinked them I forgot to slip this little thing on. This actually locks into place with that down there, and that's what actually steers the boat with your remote control. When you set your height of how high you want in the water, this little locking mechanism finds that little locking mechanism, and that's what steers the boat. So anyways, glad I noticed that before I heat shrink it. So now we just got to connect these connectors, red and black and black. Connect them up. Connect the red and blacks together. And then I got double shrink wrap. I like double shrink wrapping it just because I feel it gives me a peace of mind. At least in my mind it does. So I'll connect them and then I'll heat shrink it, and then I'll heat shrink it again after that. Just hitting the doubling it up. I like to double up my heat shrink. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. At least I don't think it will. I think it will only help protect it. Now we'll tuck these in here. Take the 4 screws. I think I got 2 of my screws that fell on the floor here. I think I got 2 in here and 1 down there I see. And then I gotta find the 4th one. Anyways, then I should be done and test it. Alright guys. We got the shaft put on. Now the moment of truth. Are we a hero or are we a zero? Well, we already know the answer to that. But did I fix it or did I not fix it? What is the question? Now if we turn on this little power switch here on my battery, we should hear a flip, beep, 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 beep. So let's hope we hear a beep, beep, beep. There. We heard a beep, beep, beep. Let's go check it out. Let's see if we got this sucker to working. Let's see if we got this sucker to working. Let's see. We got a remote control. It turned on. That's a good thing. We heard a beep, beep, beep. Let's see if the power. Oh. That's working. That's good. Now, so right here, see this little mechanism right here? That's what steers the boat. See how it's going back and forth there? It lines up with this right here. Slide it down there easily or not. There we go. So I'm gonna cut that into here. Okay. So if this was technically, if this was in place, now I'm just screwing these last 4 screws into place. Do not over tighten, you don't want to break it. Look at that sunset. Isn't that sweet? Nice. And then I got one last step. I need to drill a hole through the shaft, and I want to make sure that this is lined up in whichever direction I want it to be lined up. Oh, my little sticker's falling off. Bummer. I want my sticker to fall off. That would stink. I don't want a Minn Kota. Minn Kota. Alright, so anyways, gotta get this lined up with the motor so when you're driving it, you can tell which way your motor's going. I think I want to print like a little arrow on my Cricut machine and have, you know, if I'm going that direction, when the head turns, sometimes I forget. It shouldn't be that hard, but if I put a little arrow there, I think that'll help remind me. Alright, so now we know the motor works. Down there, you can see it spinning, I think. You can see it spinning. Alright, now does the remote control work? Looks like it's working to me. Nice. Working. Now is the anchor working? I don't know if the anchor will work without it being in water. Now it is in place. The anchor is in place. Then we got this, the motor working, the remote control working, and the anchor's working. Sweet! We got her fixed. Now we just gotta let it dry. We can go fishing tomorrow. So I am going to grab the boat. We're going to test the trolling motor and catch some fish. Let's go. I'm at a stoplight. I'm not moving. I'm paying attention, and we'll see you out there. Bums. I think this is pretty cool. Wow. This is freaking cool. I've never seen one of these alive, actually. Oh, it makes my garden look shitty. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Look how pretty that is. Look how many there are. Holy shit. Freaking amazing. These guys are stuck up over here. These guys are all sweeties. Wow. This is freaking cool, man. Oh man, check this one out. Cool. That is. Isn't that amazing? Oh, Lord. I've got like about a half a dozen. I don't even know how many you think. Comment below how many you think is in this field. I have no idea how many acres it is. It's freaking awesome. That is amazing. A field of these. Oh my God, there's a bee right there. You can see it or not. Oh shit. He's busy being. He's busy being a bee. Busy being a bee. Oh, I scared him. Oh, look at how pretty that one is. Oh no, that's cool. How close can I get to this thing without getting stuck? Let's not find out. It's a real business. I hope it's focused on that. Unbelievable. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Put it in four wheel again. You know what? I just thought of. I've been getting out a lot, you know. and it's good. But anyways, exercising, getting the boat all loaded up and shit. And anyhow, so when I was driving by, there's a truck. When I was driving by, I was like, what the heck? What the heck? That couldn't be. So I walked over there, and it was definitely a field with some board. Anyways, what I was getting at is every time we go to the zoo for the last 5-10 years, I've had to stop and take a shit ton of breaks. I don't think I really had to do that. I did, but it wasn't necessary. I felt pretty good after leaving. I wasn't sore. That was cool. Anyways, going to get the boat now. Getting halfway decent at putting this stuff away. Getting somewhat quick at it. Tell me about some zebra mussels. All right, you told me about some zebra mussels.
Yeah.
And you said you wanted to correct a fact.
Yes, I did. So there are males and females, and they're not inherently self-propagating. But the males, they do release sperm in the water, and if the zebra mussel on the boat just so happens to be a female, she does carry the eggs inside of her for a little bit. So if the zebra mussel that's female is pregnant and you put it in the water and then she releases her eggs, then that's a problem. So.
And I asked this before in the other not video that I didn't record, have you found any here in Nebraska?
So Lewis and Clark has them. And then there's one or two lakes in Omaha that do have them, but Lincoln Game and Parks don't have jurisdiction over those ones in
Can you
Omaha.
mention them? So I don't go
Standing
there.
Bear.
Standing Bear?
Standing Bear, I'm pretty sure.
I don't take my boat in there. I took it to it, though.
I never remember the second one.
Okay.
But, yeah.
That's fine.
So those ones have them. And then the main reason why they're such a big concern for us here, besides the fact that they've already gotten into some of our waters, is that most of the states surrounding Nebraska have them already in their waters. So any boat that comes in from out of state might have a zebra mussel carrying them. And so that's why we have people here at the boat docks to make sure we have them, like, we're at the most popular lakes in Nebraska usually, so that would be Omaha and Pawnee. But that is my job, is to make sure that zebra mussels aren't getting into them.
Okay. This video is take 2 on the trolling motor. We learned the lesson. When you fix a trolling motor on the 4th of July and then you try it out 2 days later, you don't release the locking bracket that locks it into place, and you're going to go out on the big water. When you go out on the big water and you're going to use that motor, you lock this one in place. I had it loose and it slipped out, fell down, and 10 minutes after I used it for the very first time, it broke again. So this is a brand new shaft. So anyhow, we're going to get going, and my boat is like running a little lean, I guess is what you want to call it. I don't know what you call it. Debris field, like trees and shit all throughout here. I've fished it alongside that shore right there. It's halfway decent. But there's like a little cove type thing back here. And when I get a little closer, I'm going to holy that was a big one. I don't know how to do that. I should put my hat on backwards. Anyways, this morning when I woke up to my alarm clock, and it was a chicken. I didn't even set it. Just the rooster, so turn it off, blah blah blah. Sit there and like I've been painting all night on the duck stamp, and waking up, and then I'd fall back asleep, and I'd wake up, fall back asleep, paint a little bit. Anyhow, this morning when I was watering the dogs in the garden, I was looking at the chicken, and it reminded me, because I got a tattoo. Just recently, and you know, I didn't mean to upset anybody. I just wanted to get a tattoo because it was helping me mentally up here, get rid of the bad memory. And like, my wife thought it was because of her, I think, but I mean, that's not true, because that tattoo actually, with her, actually was a good memory, because it was my first tattoo and she went with me because I was pretty scared. So anyways, that's kind of cool. So the bad memory is the reason I got it, you know. It wasn't anything else other than that. It's just been bugging me for a few years and wanted to get it covered up. Thought of a new idea and a new concept. So like nature. I love nature. It's my passion. So why not, like, you know, get a themed sleeve, because I always wanted a sleeve. I'm not gonna get a whole body or 2 sleeves. I do want to get a sleeve, and hopefully someday I'll have that. But anyhow, it reminded me because I got 6 let's see, 1, 2, this one counts as 2 tattoos because there's 2 tattoos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I got 6. So anyways, I saw that rooster. So anyways, I try to tell this joke every once in a while in public places, and it involves a little bit of skin, and usually people kind of shy away from that. So anyways, I'm gonna tell it to you. Okay, so y'all know I hate chickens. I mean, I used to get chased by chickens. I can't stand chickens. The chickens, when I was up in the Sandhills, staying with them sweetheart people in their Airbnb when I was mountain lion hunting, John, and I can't think of her name at this second, but I'll figure it out. Linda? John and Linda? I think that's right. Sweetest people in the world. So anyways, let me think. They had a rooster that would crow every morning about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I like to stay up late. So I stayed up late and I got up early. So then I'd never ate any brown eggs before, so I was like, I'm gonna try it, you know. So I tried a brown egg or whatever, and it tasted just fine. Some things you just gotta, you know, go for, you know. And like I just stuck my hand in a catfish's mouth, a flathead catfish's mouth. That's in one of my last episodes. I was scared, but like, you know what? I think I could do it, you know. So I went ahead and did it. When I was mountain lion hunting, I was like determined to get my cat. And I was like stalking these cats or whatever, like going up into their caves and like looking into them. And like I'd be like just so scared, I'd be like trembling, and I would like look in there, and there was one cave that had bees coming out of it. I wanted to go in that one so bad, because that one had a little stench, and the more I think about it, I should have like maybe just went for it and calmly went in there, but I didn't. So that's just a missed opportunity. So anyways, I'm trying to tell myself that I need to go for it this year. Do things that I'm scared of. Anyways, this has nothing to do with my joke. I ramble. So anyways, the joke It's not really a joke. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's a tattoo, right? So I hate these frickin' chickens. Hate them. Got chased the chickens growing up and waking me up just not too long ago, and just seeing these weird people on frickin' YouTube, like this chicken lady. Like, that's all she does is like tape her frickin' chickens. And like, I don't even think she gets put in the video herself. It's just her chickens. And it's not for everybody, but you know what? It ain't so bad. It's kind of funny. I'll actually be watching that. And I hate it because it takes up my time. She gets views, but like I could be doing something else rather than watching these little chickens, you know? So anyways, growing up chickens hunting, waking me up and shit. So I get this tattoo. It was like, I think it was like a second or third tattoo. I don't even remember. I don't remember if I got the panther first or I got this. No, I definitely didn't get that. So I think I got Yosemite, then my bird, and then I think Yosemite, bird. I must have been into birds because I went ahead and got the chicken before I got my panther. So anyways, I should have had this one covered up, you know, but I you can say I chickened out because it kind of hurt when I did it, and it's like I said, I gotta show you some skin, okay? And I'm kind of embarrassed about this, okay? So anyways, I'm gonna show you my chicken. All right, okay, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to see my chicken? Wait, only thing left. The only thing left is his asshole. Get it? What a dumbass joke. Long joke for dumb conclusion. Anyways, that's me. This is where I started hating chickens, because they would frickin' chase you everywhere, all throughout this whole frickin' shelter belt. But they haven't had chickens here for a long time. But that's why I hate chickens. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Scooter's Big Outdoor Adventure. If you like today's episode, please like, share, and subscribe for future episodes of content similar to this. Me fishing, hunting, maybe doing taxidermy, cooking, camping. Who knows what we do on my channel. Doesn't really matter. I mean, I hope you like what I do, but you know, I do what I do.